Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Purpose Driven Progress. I'm your host, Jacob Hicks, as always. And today I am so excited to be sharing some really phenomenal just business and sales stories with my guest, my really good friend, Kevin Appleby, a key player at Rule, where he helps bring bold architectural visions to life. Just a couple of years, Kevin and the team have gone from 0 to 40 building projects, making a serious impact in the HVAC industry. We're diving into his story of resilience, growth, and navigating the ever-changing world of design, construction, and sales. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Jacob, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so excited to have you, man. So, let's kind of start at the beginning here. So, I know nothing about HVAC of any kind. So, kind of tell us what does Rule do? Because I know you guys primarily work on larger buildings, right?
Yes, so it's basically, in a nutshell, it's not that complicated. So HVAC is all around heating, cooling, and ventilation. Obviously, people that live in buildings, everybody spends more than half of their time, even more, 80% of their time in buildings. And we make sure that in summertime, they have a cool atmosphere. And in winter, it's warm enough. And in the best case scenario, just bring some fresh air to the building. So that's what we take care of. We design high-rise residential and commercial towers here in New York City. We do industrial projects across the globe, especially in our home turf, Europe, Germany. That's where we're from. And what makes us unique, we design all these building systems without the use of any fossil fuels. So we try to make sure that all the technology we bring to a building, we bring into a design, and we make sure that we run it on renewable energy. That's our main goal. Not always achievable, but we give our very, very best. So in a nutshell, it's heating, cooling, ventilation.
I love that. So, kind of tell me a little bit more about your backstory. So I know you said you're from Europe originally, right? So did you just, wake up one day and say, hey, HVAC is going to be my thing?
It's kind of randomly how I ended up here in New York and in the HVAC industry. It's actually a personal story.
Okay.
But my background is I hold a bachelor's and a master's degree in economics. I was always intrigued and very interested and fascinated about building a business, my own business. That has always been a dream of myself, and it was hard to get there. So I had many ideas. I started my first company when I was 16 years old.
Man.
Obviously, that was not successful, but along the road, I just had many, many different ideas, and I never really had that last piece to bring the company over the finish line and actually make it a company. So I ended up in the corporate world in sales, and that's where I kind of evolved. That's where I got to learn about sales principles. I had great mentors and trainers and coaches that kind of guided me through all of the proper channels of what is sales. And it was a high discipline also to myself to start reading many different books, reading everything about sales, listening to inspirational people that have been in the sales world for a long, long time. And then, due to a family matter, I ended up meeting my now wife, which her family was in the HVAC world. And they were very successful in Europe, very successful in Germany. And they told me, hey, Kevin, what about North America? You're a native speaker. And do you think we can expand our businesses to the United States? And I told them, hey, I have no idea of the construction industry. I don't know nothing about HVAC. Same situation, Jacob, as you described. But I told them I can sell stuff. So I can give it a try, no guarantees. I know I can sell. And if I go to the United States, I tell you this, we will become the player